Before I show you how to start a SysRev, let me show you a few mature examples. SysRev Project 3588 is a project administered by the National Toxicology Program of the US NIH. The goal was to review the academic literature for specific information regarding a number of assay types. What you see on the screen is a project overview dashboard, which has a number of informative and interactive graphs. First and foremost, you can see how many articles have been uploaded and how many have been reviewed. At 57,000 articles, this is one of our biggest projects. As you can see, over 2,400 of the articles have been reviewed, nearly 500 have been included, and there are almost 290 conflicts. There is also a snapshot of recent progress. As you can see on the right, this project not only has a lot of articles, but they have also invited a lot of reviewers. Inviting reviewers to any project is as simple as sharing a link. That said, you can quickly see that some reviewers have put in a lot more work than others. Even more interesting, there appears to be quite a divergence in the inclusion-exclusion ratio of the reviewers. In particular, Biss and W appears to exclude a much higher proportion of the articles than the other reviewers. We can look at this phenomenon more closely using our analytics dashboard. The analytics dashboard shows a number of concordance graphs, including for specific labels, as well as for users. What you see here are specific metrics for the inclusion-exclusion label. As we saw in the previous graph, Biss and W is only 60% concordant with the other reviewers. Mind you that 50% is a heads-tail flip. At SysRev, we want to make sure that reviews are more transparent, not only to the public, but to the administrators of said reviews. Seeing which reviewers or labels have the lowest concordance allows the administrators to take preventative measures, whether it's clarifying the definition for a specific label or reassigning articles that may have been poorly reviewed. By giving this type of insight, we hope to illuminate potential issues before it's too late. Back to the overview dashboard. As I scroll down, you will see the answer counts for each label category. For this particular project, they created the label categories, key characteristics, assay specified, hallmarks, organisms, publication type, and type of study. What you then see below are the counts for each label category. As I will show later in this demonstration, SysRev allows the utmost flexibility when creating label definitions. But first, let's start diving into what we mean when we say that SysRev is completely transparent. If I click on any bar for a specific label, say K3 alters DNA repair or causes genomic instability, the link takes me to a list of articles that have been given the K3 label. The link above is shareable, as label type is one of the many filters that we provide on the left. On the right, you'll see each article and the reviewers of that article. As you can see for the first article, it appears that the reviewers disagreed on inclusion. If I click on the article, sure enough, I'll see that Julia Nanani did not include the article, whereas Olga Dagrushin did include the article and ascribed a number of labels to that article. If I go back to the second article, I will see a different type of disagreement, wherein both reviewers included the article, but they disagreed about which labels could be ascribed. Not only that, they disagreed which type of study the article referred to. If I once more go back to the overview dashboard, I can see the articles that have conflicts. This is also available as a filter. Giving insight into conflicts and resolutions is another area where SysRev allows more transparency into how a review was conducted. There are a number of ways that users can export their data. Like most solutions, we offer a group or consensus export, which only includes the final label ascribed to each particular article. We also, however, offer a user's answers, which will include every label ascribed by every reviewer to every article, including conflicts and resolutions. Before I show you how to create your own SysRev, allow me to show a few more examples, albeit in much less detail, simply to show the diversity of projects that SysRev supports.